Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. How you doing, audience? What's up? I don't know if you remember this, but I'm sure you know that I've made a lot of videos on Bully 2. You know, it's been a while, and I know that on the internet, like, a day is the equivalent of about a year in real life, but I'm sure a lot of you know that I used to actively make Bully videos. And as such, I've had so many people come to me privately and ask, why don't we just make Bully 2 ourselves? And I've seen so many people on places like Reddit suggest the same thing. You see so many people get on there and they're like, hey, if Rockstar's not gonna do it, then we should. Never mind the fact that that would be super fucking illegal, and never mind the fact that the coordination necessary to do such a thing would not be possible in a sparse community like this one. Making something like Bully 2 would need insane levels of teamwork and coordination and skill. And yeah, some people in this community have those abilities, but they also have lives. They have stuff to do outside of the internet. I mean, take a look at Rockstar Games. You have all of these full-time employees who still have to show up for crunch time and work overtime. These are teams of hundreds of people. They're not tiny communities on Reddit. So if you had a team of people, let's say you had like 50 active, dedicated members of the community who all actively collaborated on this project, it would probably take about a decade to get the game into a beta. So it's easier said than done, and it seems like some people are just oblivious to this basic, I think, obvious fact. And here's my favorite part about this. This is what I love. Whenever somebody suggests that the community gets together and makes Bully 2 happen, it's never them doing the actual coding or any of the models or textures. It's always somebody else. It's always like, hey, maybe we have some talented people around who could do that. Yeah, they should do it. And then somebody else is like, oh, okay, well, what are you gonna do? And of course, the person who made the thread suggesting this in the first place is like, oh, well, I have ideas. And they give you a list of ideas, and it's like, number 1, make the graphics good. Number 2, Jimmy Hopkins is back. Number 3, another soundtrack by Sean Lee. Number 4, multiplayer, but actually good. You know, that kind of stuff. This person never takes the responsibility to take the first initiative or do anything beyond brainstorming. And even if you were to do this, even if you were to somehow magically make this happen, it would still be illegal. And knowing the nature of Take-Two Interactive and how they operate, I don't know if you know this, but my last video was just about that. Take-Two Interactive are not nice people, and they're not gonna look at this fan-made sequel and view it as something positive. They're gonna view that as theft. And as a lot of you know, when giant corporations like Take-Two Interactive feel like they're being robbed, they tend to play dirty. So let's say that you did this. Let's say that you made a fan-made sequel, and it's actually good. Somehow, you made it happen. Maybe you're like an idiot savant who's just amazing at directing a team of video game developers. The moment that Take-Two Interactive catches wind of this, you're done. As a matter of fact, listen closely. You hear that? You know what that is? That's a private investigator knocking on your fucking door, and they want to have a nice chat. You know, the kind of chat where they intimidate you a bit, maybe harass you, keep track on everything you do online. Who knows? There's a lot of fun stuff Take-Two gets up to. And by the end of all this, I don't know if you're gonna feel like it was worth it. So I guess the point of this video, the point of this quick rant is to just tell you straight up, because I've yet to see anyone say this. This is not gonna fucking happen. You're deluded. You're living in this la-la land where like video game development is as simplistic as a community making like a GTA machinima. It's not gonna fucking happen, so just stop. Knock it off. I get it. You're desperate for a sequel. So am I. I'm Joneson. I'm Joneson all the time. I'm Joneson my way to Jonestown, motherfucker. But in the absence of Bully 2, I still have enough common sense to realize that this is never gonna happen. You're desperate, I know, and I empathize, but still, you're being unreasonable. And to boot, you're being a moron. You know, I think human beings have the potential to do a lot of amazing and fun things. This is not one of them. It's a simple fact of life. Everything that lives dies. And unfortunately, that includes your hopes and dreams for Bully 2. At least for the time being, unless, you know, Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar prioritize Bully 2 for some reason, which they've attempted in the past multiple times, so it is a possibility. But unless they make the game, you're never gonna play it. You're never gonna experience it. So just accept that fact and move on. If you want to stay tuned to Bully 2 news, you can do that, but try to be realistic about it. Not for my sake, but for your own sake. For your own mental health, okay? Okay? Cool. I'm glad I could explain this to you. Anyway, that's it for this video. Stay classy. Peace.